Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am very excited because I'll be sharing with you guys the ultimate LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle combination featuring the brand new summer 2022 sets and all of the previous sets except for that little first flying lesson module because there isn't really a way to fit it in the combination that I'll be sharing in this video without it being kind of odd. So basically I'll be using the combination featured in the back of the instruction booklet of Dumbledore's office. First up, we are going to go over all of the sets that you'll require for this combination featuring Dumbledore's office, set number 76402, and then the Prisoner of Azkaban Sirius Black's Escape, set number 76401, and then the Polyjuice Potion Mistake, set number 76386, and then the Hogwarts Clock Tower, 76398, Fluffy's Encounter, 76387, and lastly the Chamber of Secrets at number 76389. Now, according to the images in the instructions, the combination that they have here honestly makes me feel so nostalgic because it seems so similar to the older 2001 combination that I actually have. So I'm really excited to see if it'll live up to its expectations and if it's going to be the ideal way to display all these sets together, because it might not be the best space-wise and it might be kind of hard to have enough room to make it look like this. Without further ado, let's combine everything and see what we have. The very first combination we have to do here is taking Dumbledore's office, removing the Dumbledore office part of Dumbledore's office, and replacing it with Gilderoy Lockhart's classroom right on top of the library section. And right above Gilderoy Lockhart's section, we basically have the extension of his classroom, his office, and right above it we have the astronomy portion. This entire section above the library comes from the Chamber of Secrets set, so that is quite convenient. And right here we have the lower portion of Fluffy's Encounter along with the Prisoner of Azkaban set. Now we're supposed to essentially combine them both together in order to make the top portion of the castle, and to do this all we have to do is take the central portion of the Prisoner of Azkaban set and basically take that and connect it to the very side right there, where the corner is actually exposed in a nice way with the sticker and all. After that's done, all we have to do is take the other portion of Fluffy's Encounter, so the taller tower portion, and break it into 3 little pieces. And also the balcony is supposed to be used at the very bottom, right next to the other portion of Fluffy's Encounter, where essentially we're going to be preparing space in order to stack on top of that the actual hospital wing portion of the hospital wing / clock tower set. So all we have to do is take the clock tower and the 2 castle side builds off of that set there and stack the entire hospital wing onto there. But before we can do that, we have to of course remove the binding piece at the back and make the hinges actually flop, if you will. And once you've successfully added that section on top of there, we now have hinges, so this portion can now be displayed at an angle, which is cool. And also for the actual clock tower portion, you can take it at the very top there. Well, that's what LEGO did at least. It's kind of awkward, but I guess it works for what it is. And the little sand green castle roofs that came from the clock tower can be placed on either side at the top there. So one to the right and one to the left, which honestly adds some more character to this build here. I like seeing the sand green pop out a bit more. Speaking of sand green, we have the dome portion, like the coned roof that we can put on top of the middle of the hospital wing. And that's pretty much it for this section of the combination. I believe it looks quite nice. It's kind of random, but I like the hinges and I like how we can position it at different angles to make it look better and less awkward. So far the combination that LEGO gave us is looking fine. It's still kind of awkward. Hopefully it'll shape up more as we continue to combine sets. For this next section, we have the bottom portion of the Chamber of Secrets with the slide. And with that, of course, we're going to have the Polyjuice Potion Mistake set because it makes sense and it's supposed to be there, considering that we have the entire exit down the slide from that specific Polyjuice set. So basically you stack them both on top of each other, which makes perfect sense in my opinion. And then you take the Dumbledore's office portion, including his office and the upper dome part. You essentially stack them and get this very tall building. Next to it, we have this very clever type of way to break down the Prisoner of Azkaban set. So essentially, we're going to be making it super short and kind of like a gateway connecting Dumbledore's office with the Chamber of Secrets. And I really like that actually. So this is how we're going to do it. We're first going to have the staircase in the center, and right above it, we have the prison cell. Again, it doesn't really make much sense because ideally the prison cell isn't right next to the Great Hall or Dumbledore's office, so it's obviously far from realistic, but I guess it works for what it is. And of course, on either side, we simply have the curved arcs, the kind of like greenery included in the Prisoner of Azkaban set. And that's basically what we're using to connect both sides of the staircase and the prison cell with the rest of the Hogwarts sets. In this next part, we have the remainder of the Chamber of Secrets set, which simply features the dining hall. And of course, I've decided to leave out the snake Chamber of Secrets entrance because I figured it'll look kind of awkward to include it, and it didn't exactly make sense considering its scale to the rest of the set. So basically you just take that portion and you combine it with one of the pins near the Prisoner of Azkaban section. And in general, I feel like the Great Hall dining area fits in perfectly in the back there, so that's great to see. And of course, we can't forget about the Gryffindor common room, which is not included in the original design that LEGO gave us. What I decided to do is remove Gilderoy Lockhart's classroom near the library and that entire section that we did at the beginning. And so basically, you can stack it on top of Gilderoy Lockhart's classroom and put his office right on top of there as well. I guess it kind of makes sense because Harry Potter always makes visits to the library from the Gryffindor common room, so I figured that would be kind of fun to include in this set. And we can also rearrange that specific section, and if you prefer, you can simply put the Gryffindor common room right below Gilderoy Lockhart's classroom and just put his classroom right on top of there so it can fit in and I guess match with the upper cone part of the roof, and you know, whatever floats your boat, as they say. I honestly prefer this combination than the other one because the brown windows all match up together like that, so that's pretty cool to see as well. With that being said, I hope you guys went on to enjoy this combination. In general, I feel like we have quite a nice final result slash combination here, but I must say the windows aren't matching up there. We have the black window lace, the white window lace, and of course the golden window lace, which is just so random, and I just don't like how we don't have like a united window effect. Honestly, I feel like the combination that they gave us is fine, but it doesn't exactly have a nice flow to it. I'm probably going to reconsider it and try and change it up a little bit, but this video is mainly like showing off LEGO's combination and how they've thought this through. Maybe in the future, if they decide to make another huge mistake and release more of these sets, I'll have to suffer a little bit more and try and combine them my own way, I guess. But to be honest with you guys, I will not be displaying it like this. I just don't have the room for this, and I feel like I'll just probably just display it as separate sets for now because the combination just really doesn't impress me that much. With that being said, I hope you guys went on to enjoy the video. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this combination here featured by LEGO, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.